Hey, what's up, you guys? So today we're going to be looking at the Sharper Image dashboard camera, and this is pretty interesting. I bought this because it's actually kind of a funny story. A sheriff ended up pulling out and he ended up blowing a red light and going right out in front of me. He didn't have his lights on or anything. He just blew the red light, went out in front of me. I had to slow down. I was going 55, the speed limit, and he just blew right through it, and he never turned on his lights. He never did anything, and I was just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I was just a little irritated. And a couple days later, I also had another incident that happened, in which case there was a dude who was pulling out of so I'm here, right? There's a stoplight right here. So I'm right here, okay? And there's a stoplight right here, right? This guy's in this lane, and there's a left turning lane right here. So this guy was parked right here, and he was going to turn into the other lane and go past this left turning lane, right? So there was my car right here, and then there was the red light, and then there's some cars that can go right on red right here. Well, this guy ended up deciding to pretty much drive around while there was another car coming, and he almost hit that person. The whole entire time he was waving at me and just staring at me. I never waved him on or anything. I literally was pointing at the car the whole entire time, and if it wasn't for that car that was going right on red, he would have definitely hit him. And all of these incidents pretty much coming up and stuff just made me decide, you know what, I need to get one of these. Alright, so I picked this up at Walmart for 30 bucks, and I thought that it wasn't too bad, and we're just gonna open it up and see what's going on in here, and then I'm gonna run some tests and everything, and I'm gonna do a daytime and nighttime so that you guys would be able to see that and pretty much just decide if this will be worth it in the long run for you guys, because it is a pretty cheap and viable option. I'm also going to test the stickiness of the suction cup that's on here, because I know some of them they just don't like to stick. So hopefully this one will stick, because it's always a pain whenever they don't stick. So this looks like a pretty basic suction cup here. We got the little thing that screws into, I'm assuming, this. We got what would plug into your car. And I believe this was supposed to come with so it's supposed to come, what you get: dash cam and mount, car charger, micro USB sync cable, a rechargeable battery, and a 32 gigabyte SD card. Oh, what you need. That's fine. Very cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. So that's that part, and then this would suction cup there, and then I'm assuming we'd angle this down, and then boop shabam, this just goes straight in your car like that. So this is actually pretty unique. I kind of like this whole thing. So this is a car charger, and it's also got the little micro USB, which is pretty cool. I'm actually really happy that they have something like this. It's actually pretty neat. Give it a little drive and see how everything goes. I'm probably going to change outfits, so be aware of that. Alright, so I wanted to talk a little bit about what I experienced with this. And so I would say, as far as just using it and everything, hold on. Okay, yeah. As far as just using it and everything, it's actually pretty simple. It's really lightweight, so it actually sticks on pretty well. The power, everything's really simple. I actually got 4 hours of recording, and then it died, and so that's pretty good off of 720p, and I'm assuming it's at 30 frames per second. And I could have actually put it on VGA, which is pretty much a smaller size, and I decided against it because I wanted to push it to its full capacity. I'm assuming if you put it on VGA, you might probably get about 5 hours, but I pushed it to 4 hours today, and I got it during the day and night. So this is where you charge it right here, and then this is where you put your SD card. Well, the thing is for some odd reason, the charger that they give you with it, which is this one right here, and for one, it's really, really long, which is kind of nice, but also kind of annoying. For some odd reason, it's not even like, I'm not even like bothered about the whole prong being screwed up because whatever, I guess. I have no idea, but the whole prong right here, this might be made this way, I have no idea. But the biggest issue is, for some odd reason, this micro USB just does not fit in this, and I don't know why I had so much trouble, but I'm gonna demonstrate here. It's not even in. Yeah, it's not going in. Alright, so we're going to test out the wire that actually came with it, and yes, it's a perfect fit. It literally slid right in. And I think the reason is because if we look at these, one is longer than the other, and it's by, yeah, wow. So that being the case, because these being two different sizes, it really just, I think that this one's like being eaten or something like that. I don't even know. But because this one's not able to actually go in, it's kind of lacking, I guess, and it's not able to actually completely go in. But the cable that was given with it, I don't know if it's long enough to go yeah, I don't think it would be long enough, but I could always give it a shot, I guess. But yeah, it's a little unfortunate that this thing's pretty much junk, but I guess that's how it goes. So one little thing you guys might want to know about this is how much, so this is a little SD card reader, which is pretty nice. It reads a whole bunch of different stuff, but I just use it for SD cards. So, but okay, so it says that the dash camera had taken up 18.8 gigabytes, and keep in mind that was at about 4 hours of recording at 720p. It's actually not as bad as I expected. I kind of expected it to be about 20 or 25, so that's not too bad. If, like I said, if it was recording in VGA, it would have been a lot smaller. But I'm gonna play a couple of the clips real quick, day and the night, so that you guys can look at it. Keep in mind they record in sessions of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 15 minutes. You set it to how you want it to look, or how you want it to record. I set it for 15 minutes for most of the day, but I did have it on increments of 5 for a little bit. I'm not too sure what that would do with the storage, or how that exactly works, or if you just have more movie clips or what. I don't really know, but I'm assuming it's probably just some kind of preference thing. I would have to test it. I'm not too sure. Alright, so this is recorded during the day. I eventually did change the date, and for 720p, this does not look very 720p, but I mean, this is what it looks like. So I mean, I guess the footage is footage. However you may get it, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks a little strange, to be honest. I think the way I positioned it made it look a little weird, but I'm not too sure. I was really trying to finagle it, try to get the correct position, and then change it whenever I would stop and stuff. So, but yeah, you're gonna have to mess with it a little bit. This is botched. I mean, this is bad. The sun is just beating down. You can't see anything. This looks, I mean, the thing is I mean, it was extremely sunny out, and I had to wear sunglasses and the visor down, so maybe that had to do with something. But I mean, footage is footage at the end of the day, but this is really rough. Okay, so now we have nighttime here, and nighttime's looking pretty dark, if I'm being honest, but I guess footage is footage, but this looks extremely dark. Okay, so I was editing everything together, and I forgot something. The audio sounds, because this does record audio, it kind of sounds like an outdated iPhone 3. It does not sound very good, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, after all of the footage that I end up kind of analyzing and everything, and just looking at, if I'm being honest, this $30, it looks like it's built nice, it really does, but if I'm being honest, you might be better off to buy a $60 one, instead of this $30 one. the fact that this thing came broken, and the fact that this thing has really bad quality, and I mean really bad. This was supposed to be 720p that you guys were watching, so because it's definitely not 720p, yeah, I don't know about that. But you can change some settings as far as like the brightness and stuff like that. I might be able to fix something like that, but I don't really have much hope for this. If I were you guys, I would just buy one this shouldn't have to be a complicated thing to use. You should be able to put it right up there and then pretty much get right into it. But if I were you, probably you should just maybe invest in one that's like $60 or something. That's what I would prefer. But if you guys do want to pick this up, I'll leave a link in the description. I bought it at Walmart, so you could probably find it at your local Walmart. But if I'm being honest, this is not something I would personally recommend. I'm kind of dissatisfied with this, and I'm not going to return it. I'm going to use it still, but it does suck that there is limitations to this, and there was a whole broken product that came with it, so that's cool. So yeah, that's been it for this video. I actually don't have red hair, but for some odd reason the camera's making it look red today, so that's cool, I guess. If you are attracted to red hair people or something like that. But yeah, that's been it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, then leave a like, I guess. And I would prefer you not to buy this product, but you know what? If you want to, go ahead, it's cheap. So but that's been it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.